following is a presentation of RJL 518 Sports Network. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518, bringing you another edition of Inside Pitch Baseball as I'm still trying to get the rules down and still trying to play. And the only way to learn a game better and get better with it and more comfortable with the game, of course, is to, well, play it. So that's what we're doing here. I have, of course, I've already told you, I've already ordered a number of seasons for a couple of seasons of Inside Pitch on my way to collecting all 44 that he has available at the moment. And we're starting from the back. So yesterday I did a 1956 game. Today we moved to the 1958 season, and I looked over some of the games that are available. Of course, I know today is Roberto Clemente Day, but I'm going to let some others do that wonderful human being of baseball. And so today we're going to do, the date is April 25, 1958, as Philip Reynolds joins me here at LA Memorial Coliseum. April 25th, 1958 is a night game here at LA. And this was actually, at this time, this was the largest night crowd that ever watched a ball game out in California. So we're going to do that tonight. We're going to do that game today here. It's the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. The starting pit, let's go ahead and take a look at these starting lineups. For the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, it'll be Don Blasingame batting first at second base. Batting second, third base as Al Dark. Batting third at first base, Stan Musial. Batting fourth, left fielder Del Ennis. Batting fifth, third base, Ken Boyer. Batting sixth in right field is Gene Green. Batting seventh, the catcher, Ray Cott. Batting eighth, shortstop, Dick Schofield. And batting ninth, the pitcher, is Herm Wehmeier. For the Los Angeles Dodgers, batting first at center field, Gino Cimoli. Batting second in left field, Norm Larker. Batting third in right field tonight, Duke Snyder. Batting fourth at first base is Gil Hodges. Batting fifth, second baseman, Charlie Neal. Batting third at third base is Randy Jackson. Batting seventh, shortstop, Don Zimmer. Batting eighth, the catcher is Ruby Walker. And batting ninth, the pitcher for the Dodgers is Fred Kipp. As Steeler Fan 1933 joins me here at Memorial Coliseum for a little inside pitch action. As I said, guys, this was the second season I ordered from them. And as seasons come in, I will do at least one game from each season as we move forward. As far as a Major League season replay, like I do with Payoff Pitch, probably will do one, but it'll be a while before I decide which one to do until I have all the seasons. Meanwhile, Payoff Pitch continues to do that for me as we try to learn more of Inside Pitch. I love Payoff Pitch's smoothness. I love Inside Pitch's in depth. So they're both awesome games, and we're gonna play a little baseball here tonight. As I said, still bear with me as I'm still learning the rules, trying to get things down pat. So let's get things underway here as I have my charts and ready to go. We go to the top of the first inning here. It is Fred Kipp who's pitching for the Dodgers. In 1958, 6 wins, 6 losses, a 5.01 ERA. He got the start here at Memorial Coliseum for tonight's game. Leading off for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Don Blasingame. Now, I have 5 dice here. I'm going to see if I can roll all 5. Red will always be first. White will be second. Blue will be the third die and will be the third die if necessary. And black will be the fourth necessary if I have to roll a D6. Ryan Shazier officially retired from football this morning. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. So let's see what we get here. Let's see if I can do it by using 5 dice. Let's see what we can. Actually, I'll just take the black die. And I'll use 4 dice and see how it works. So join with me here. Let's see if we can play some ball. And we start with a 2-2. And that is a possible K on Fred Kipp. Possible K on Fred Kipp. Memorial Coliseum adds 2 to the strikeout rating. Don Blasingame against lefties is a 5. Plus 2 is 7. And that is a 20. So we go to the... So no strikeout. Go to Blasingame's card. And that is a 4-5 on his card. And that is a Starline 6. That is a Starline 6, and that is going to be a fly ball to right on Kipp's card. And Blasingame goes out. Next batter is Al Dark. Now, if you're wondering why, we're playing the Cardinals, but if you're wondering why, Al Dark is in the 1958 Cubs and Herm Wehmeier is in the Detroit Tiger uniform. The one thing about inside pitch that Payoff Pitch does not do, or that Payoff Pitch does do, is inside pitch does not make extra cards. Payoff Pitch, if they were to do a 1958 season, there would be a card for Al Dark in the Cubs and in a Cardinals card, because Joe Bryant does every player, and if there's a major trade, he makes sure that both teams get the player. So I had to take Dark from the Cubs team and Wehmeier from the Tigers team so they could pitch in this game, because both these guys were on the Cardinals when this game was played. Dark was traded to the Cubs later, and Wehmeier was traded to the Tigers later. So, but as you can see, you can always know who's playing just by looking at the logos as I create for every game I play for more visual. So here's Al Dark against Fred Kipp. And that is a 2-4, and that is a blank. So we go to Al Dark's card. Tell you what, let's just do a 3. And that is a 5-4, and that is a star line 4, and that's a ground out to second. And that will bring up Stan the Man Musial. Stan Musial, 1958, batted .337. He had 17 home runs on his way to being the big man for the Cardinals. If there's a Mr. Cardinal, that's him right there. And we have a 2-4 on Fred Kipp's, and that is a blank. So we roll on Musial's card. And a 4-1 on Musial's card is a ground out to first base, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals as we go to the bottom of the first. Herm Wehmeier will take over there. Try to keep these things here. I'm going to see, so I remind myself if the infield is back or in. Unlike Payoff Pitch, where I really don't have to worry. In Payoff Pitch, there's really only two infield positions, in and back and normal, and that's it. Someone did create a corners in ability to play on Payoff Pitch. I've not used it. Might use that maybe in the future. Bottom of the first, Gino Cimoli leads off for the Dodgers. Herm Wehmeier 6-2, and that is a possible walk attempt against the right-hander. His walk rating is a 6, plus 2 to walks is an 8. It's a 1 on the dice, so Cimoli will head to first on a walk. You'd love to have me. I know, wouldn't we, Philip? I think it'd be fun. I'd love to have a chat with you one time. Next batter for the Dodgers is Norm Larker. 4-4 on Wehmeier's card. That is a blank. We'll move to Larker's card. 2-2, and that's a fly out to left. And we've got 1 out. Here's Duke Snyder. I would love to do this presentation. I would love to do inside pitch presentation style. Inside pitch a little bit more involved. It actually takes more to do it that way, though. But we might do it. 2-6. That's a possible error check. So let's go to Snyder's card. A 6-2 is a single to center. So let's see what it is here. So single to center. That is a base hit. We'll see if there's an error. Boyer is the center fielder. His error rating is a 0. Is a 0, and that's a 13. So there's not going to be an error. So it is going to be a single. And Gino Cimoli on a first to third chart on the runner advancement chart, single to S8 is a -1. So Cimoli has a base running rating of 3. There's a base running of 3. -1 is a 2, and Boyer's arm is a +2. So that would be a 4. So that would be a 4 base running rating. So Cimoli actually is going to make it to third base. Snyder's on at first. Well, actually, I think we have to roll for that. So so 1 to 4, he makes it. 5, he holds it second. 6, he could be out, and he does make it. Okay. So runners at first and third, and 1 out. On a base hit by Duke Snyder. As I said, I'm hoping I'm doing this right. Here's Gil Hodges. And the infield is going to be is going to be half, so they're going to be a double play depth. They're going to play for the double play. Gil Hodges grounds a double play with a 3 and -1 on Wehmeier, so it'd be a 2, but it would still be a 3. So here we go. Let's see what we get here. 4-6, and that's a blank on Wehmeier's card on the Gil Hodges. 5-4 on Hodges' card. That is a star line 4. So we go back to Wehmeier's card. That is a ground out to the second base. So now we see if they turn the double play. Double play rating is a 3. -1 is a 2, but it is a plus. But it washes because of the infield check. So it's a 3 for Gil Hodges. The pivot rating, Gil Hodges is the left-handed batter, and that was a ground out to second. So the shortstop is the pivot man. The shortstop is Schofield. So his arm rating is a 0. So a 1 to 3, either turn the double play, 4 to 5, possible fielder's choice. They roll a 4, so they do not turn the double play. They do not turn the double play, so Samoli will score. He will score, and Duke Snyder's base running rating is a 3. A 4 is there, so Snyder is thrown out. Hodges does make first, but it is 1-0 Dodgers. As they score here in the bottom of the first inning. Steel Federation start date was January 30. Fights will be scheduled. Sounds awesome there, Matt. That sounds awesome to me. Next batter for the Dodgers is Charlie Neal. There are now 2 outs. Infield is going to be back now. 1-0 Dodgers. And that's fouled away. I got to know how I'm going to start my Glory Days boxing. I'm still working on the rules. But right now, I'm pretty much having too much fun with baseball. 5-2 on Wehmeier. That is a possible strikeout. Neal's strikeout rating against the rights is a 10. +2 is a 12. 4 on the dice, and Neal will go down on strikes. But the Dodgers do get a run. And it is 1 run on 1 hit and a walk, and the Dodgers lead 1-0 here at the end of 1. Top of the second coming up. Here comes Fred Kipp. Memorial Coliseum, and let's see who's batting. Batting for the Cardinals is Ennis. And that is a 3-5, and that is a blank on Kipp's card, so we go to Ennis. 1-6, that's a star line 5. That's a fly out to center. 1 man down. Here's Ken Boyer. Batted .307 for the Cardinals in 1958. Thank you, Steeler fan. One day we are going to play it. I guess one day we are going to play it. In a way, I only got the game just to support Anthony because he's such a great channel. And I thought I would, give him a little bit of support. In a way, that's all I got it from. But I will play it. Trust me. It'd be a waste to just leave it on the shelf, collect dust. I already have a welterweight schedule ready to go for a welterweight tournament using all 100 welterweight boxers. There's Boyer. 2-6. Possible error check. So now it goes to Boyer's card. 5-1. A fly ball to center. That ball is hit to Samoli. His error rating is a 3, but a 13 is on there, so he will make the catch, and there's 2 outs. Where it goes down, and the next batter for the Cardinals is Gene Green. Fred Kipp with the pitch. That is a 2-6. Another possible error check. So now we go to Green. 2-3, and he is a left. Now you can see it's a F/D9. So if against a right-handed pitcher, this would be a double. But because it's a left-handed pitcher, because Kipp's a lefty, that is a fly ball to left. That's a fly ball to right field. It's a fly ball to right, but we have to check the error. And with a 20, I don't think that's really a problem. Duke Snyder is in right field. His error rating is a 0. A 20 is on the dice, and he's going to make the catch. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals, and it stays 1-0 Dodgers. Herm Wehmeier comes back out for the Cardinals. And leading off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the second is Randy Jackson. 2-3, that's a blank on Wehmeier's card. We'll go to Jackson's card. 6-5, that is a single to right. That's a single to right field. And he will find himself on first base. Batter is Don Zimmer. He has no attempt to steal as an N, which means never steals. Never steals, so we don't have to worry about the strategy roll, although we could roll to see if there's a bunt or anything like that. And on a 10, there is nothing going on. Don Zimmer. And as a 6-1, a range play on Don Zimmer's card. 4-6 is a single / grounder to 5. So against the right-handed batter, that's going to be a G5. But now we got to check the range. So the ball was hit to third base, and the third baseman is dark. His range is a 3. We roll the blue die to see if he makes the play, and he does. So now we see if it's a double play. As the infield, and I had the infield back, so I'm actually would have said it probably would have been halfway. On halfway, so it would be Don Zimmer's double play rating is a 3. Wehmeier's -1, so that's a 2. But because it's a half, it's an extra plus, so it's still a 3. And it was hit to the right-handed batter, so he's a right-handed batter, and was a ground ball to third. So second baseman is the pivot. Blasingame has a pivot of 0, so a 3 or lower, they turn the double play, and they do not. Randy Jackson's base running rating is a 2. So on a 4, I believe he makes it to second base. I gotta check that. Jeez. So base roll is greater than runner on first base, runner than force at second. It's big. It's bigger than it. So Randy Jackson is thrown out at second on the force, and Zimmer is safe at first. There is one out on the fielder's choice. That's how it is. Next batter up is Ruby Walker. Infield is still in didn't turn the double play. Pitch to Walker, 6-1. That is another range play on Wehmeier's card. So we go to Walker. 2-3, that is a fly out to center field, a fly ball to center field. Boyer's range is a 3. So it could still, if it's a 3 or lower, he makes it. Nope, he didn't make it. That's going to turn into a single to center is what that is. So Boyer couldn't get to that one. So it is a single. Don Zimmer's base running rating is a 3. I'm going to see if he makes it, goes first. Let's see if he goes first to third. I'm going to get that other chart I want instead of the one I used there. That's a single to center, and that is a -1 for Don Zimmer. So his base running rating is a 2, and Boyer's arm rating is a +2, so a 4. So a 1 to 4, Zimmer makes it to third base. 5, he holds. 6, he's probably out. And he makes it to third. Base hit for Rube Walker. Runners at first and third. Still one out. That does bring up the pitcher, Fred Kipp. We'll probably do a sacrifice here. Probably do a sacrifice bunt. So let's see if we can do this right on a bunt. So I'll check the bunt chart. Fred Kipp's bunt rating is a 1. Is a 1. He's a lousy bunt rating. So at bats 250. Let's see here. We'll tell him to hit away. We'll have him hit. Runners at first and third. The infield is going to be halfway, still trying for the double play. 2-4 on Wehmeier's card. That's a possible strikeout. Kipp strikeout rating is an 8. There's an 8 + 2 from the ballpark is a 10. 2 on the dice, and Kipp does go down on strikes. So Wehmeier gets Kipp to strike out. There are 2 outs now. Top of the batting order for the Dodgers, Gino Cimoli. 1-1 blank on Wehmeier's card. Go to Cimoli. Cimoli 6-3, fly ball to left field, and that is going to end the inning. So looked like the Dodgers might have had something going on, but they couldn't get anything in. So no runs, 2 hits, and remains 1-0 Dodgers. Top of the third coming up. Fred Kipp comes out. He has retired the first 6 Cardinal batters. Here's Ray Cott. Nothing really special. I'm just doing a game from 1958. 6-1, possible K or walk chance. That's going to be, there's a walk chance. Kipp is not tired, so that's a strikeout possibility. Ray Cott against the lefty is a 10, plus 2 is 12. 15, he does not strike out, so Cott gets a chance to take a swing. 2-1 on his card is a fly out to left. So 1 down. Next batter is Dick Schofield. 3-4 on Kipp's card. That is a ballpark check. So we go ahead and roll on Memorial Stadium where this was played in 1958. 4-6. And that is a pop out to the catcher. Pops it up behind the plate. 2 outs. 2 men down. That brings up Herm Wehmeier. We use the St. Louis pitcher card. That's the one thing I actually do like about inside pitch. I know there are pitchers that hit well, but didn't have that many at bats and such. Even in payoff pitch, you know, if they doesn't have a pitcher's card, you have a certain batting card for a pitcher. I actually like just one stinking pitcher card with an average of the pitchers that don't have their own batting card. I actually like that. Some people might not. I do. One pitcher card. That pitcher batting card. That's it. Fred Kipp. That is a 4-4 strikeout possibility. 33, yeah. I don't even have to go any further. It would be a 35, and Herm Wehmeier goes down on strikes, and that retires the side. So still nothing doing for the Cardinals here, as Fred Kipp has actually pitched a no-hitter through 3. Bottom of the 3rd inning, still 1-0 Dodgers. Leading off for Los Angeles will be Norm Larker. Flew out his last time up. 5-2 on Wehmeier's card, possible strikeout against right-handers a 5. Plus 2 is a 7. The 8, he does not strike out. Larker takes a swing. 1-6, that's a fly out to center. Next batter is Duke Snyder. I do love these inside pitch cards. You know, I mean, they're not like the payoff pitch. I mean, they're not the sturdy payoff pitch cards. Let's be honest. Nobody has cards like payoff pitch. When it comes to card quality, payoff pitch, okay, is tops. But I love their cards. I love his colors. I love how big the writing is. I can see it clearly as day. I love his. I really love Chris Davis's cards. If you were to take inside pitch, his cards, and combine it with inside pitch's game system, and combine with payoff pitch's card quality, you'd have the best baseball game available. Pitch to Snyder. Herm Wehmeier is a 4-2. That's a blank. Snyder gets a crack. 2-4 on Snyder's card. Single to right, and he will make it to first. That's his second base hit for Snyder. Let's see if he's going to do anything. Attempt of 1. And a 15, nothing going on. Next batter is Gil Hodges. 4-1 on Wehmeier's card's a blank. Has a lot of blanks on his card, but I guess because of the 4.66 ERA Wehmeier had in 1958. Took off my light. 5-3 on Gil Hodges' card is a ground ball right back. Is a ground ball right back to Wehmeier. The double play rating on Hodges is a 3. Wehmeier's is a -1, so with 2. The infield was half automatically usually, so it's a 3. And Hodges is a right-handed batter, so it was hit right back. So second base is the pivot man, and Blasingame 0. So a 1-3, they turn the double play. They do not. Snyder. So they get the 1, and Hodges is going to be safe at first on a fielder's choice. And there are 2 outs. And that will bring up Charlie Neal. Gil Hodges has an attempt. Let's see if he's doing anything. Nope. All right. No, you're only talking about baseball cards. Glory Day boxing, fantastic card quality too. Yes, and 100% right there, Matt. And one of the reasons why it's made by the same guy. It's Sideline Strategy Games. He pretty much uses practically almost the same card quality. That it's not as thick as the Payoff Pitch cards, but still very strong. You're right there, Matt. He has an awesome. He has an awesome card quality. Anthony at Bleacher Bums Gaming. He puts together one heck of a boxing game. So here's Charlie Neal. Let's see what he can do. Wehmeier, 4-5, and that is a possible home run check. And that is straight to the batter card. So Neal against the right-handed pitcher is a 13. 3 on the dice. Home run is 0. And Charlie Neal just sent one clean out of the park. And in my opinion, I think he sent that one into set with I'm going to pretty much say a 5. So Charlie Neal goes ahead on a 13 against Wehmeier. He sent this one out of here. That is a 2-run jack for Charlie Neal, and it is now 3-0 Dodgers. Oh, Anthony uses his own printer. Oh, okay. Just like Joe Bryan uses his own printer. But you're 100% right, Matt. So here now 3-0 Dodgers. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And Randy Jackson's the next batter for LA as Wehmeier gives up a big home run. 5-4 is a blank on Wehmeier's card. Jackson comes up. 2-2 on Jackson's card. Ground ball to third. Picks it up. Throws to first. And that retires the side. 2 runs for the Dodgers on 2 hits. A home run and a single at the end of 3. It's 3-0 LA. We go to the top of the 4th inning here. Fred Kipp gets back on the mound for LA, and he has retired the first 9 in a row against the Cardinals. Here's Don Blasingame. Pitch on the way. 5-4. That's a ballpark check. We go to Memorial Coliseum. 6-4. And that's going to be a single to right. So Blasingame gets the first base hit for the Cardinals. And he is on first. Blasingame 3 attempt to steal. Let's see. 9, he won't go, so nothing going on there. Here's Alvin Dark. Infield is halfway in. 5-6 on Kipp's card. That is a check to here. That is a check to here. So we see what we happen here. So a 1 to, again, and Dark is a right-handed batter. So a 1-12. A 1-12 is a single 1, but a 15 it is not. So that passes that check. So now we roll on Al Dark's card. 5-3 on Alvin Dark is a single past the third baseman. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a base hit. Let's see if Blasingame makes it. See if Blasingame goes to third. It's a 2-6. Runner advancement 2-6, and his base running rate is a 5. So yes, that's a single past the first baseman. Blasingame does go to third. Dark is on at first, and we have runners to the corners and nobody out. Halfway infield staying halfway in. The Dodgers going to play the infield for double play check. They'll give up the run to see if you can get to get an out. But here's Stan the Man Musial. Hall of Famer. Big crowd here at Memorial Coliseum. They had 60,000 fans here at this game. At that time, that was the largest crowd for a baseball game ever. At night. At night. They did have one larger for a day game. 6-6 on Kipp's card, range play. So we go to Musial. And that is a 1-2. And that's going to be a single. And that's going to be a single to first base. No, I don't think you check it, but he could make the play. So a single to first base, and that is Hodges. His range is a 3. So if he gets 1 to 3, he makes the stop. He doesn't. That's still a single. So it's an S3. So we know Blasingame will score. Al Dark with a base running rating of 3 will ultimately make it to third, and Musial holds it first, and the Cardinals are on the board. It's 3-1. 3 straight hits. 3-1 Dodgers now, as the Cardinals were on the board. His range was actually lowered because of the infield back. So actually his range was a 2. So he still makes it. So still nobody out here, top of the 4th inning. 3-1 Dodgers. And here's Del Ennis. Pitch coming, 1-6, and possible error on the throw on Kipp's card. 2-2. And that is a 8. So that's an 8. So they'll go to here. So on a left-handed batter, Del Ennis is an 8 up here. So we go to the top part of Del Ennis's card, and Fred Kipp's a lefty. So we look at here, it's a 5, and that's going to be a single for Del Ennis. That is a base hit for Ennis. Another base hit, and that is a single to center. So we know Dark scores. As he comes in, we know Musial goes to second at least, and Ennis is on first. It's now 3-2. Now does Stan Musial attempt to go to third on a single to center? On a single to center, runner first and third is a -1. So Musial's base running rating is a 1 actually. And the ball was hit to Samoli, and his arm rating is a -1, so it's a 0. So Musial actually has to hold it second, so he does not go to third. That's a 4th straight base hit given up by Kipp. And now 3-2. The batter now was Ken Boyer. Still nobody out. And infield's still been playing half all this time. I might be butchering some of these rules, but here we go. They're not going to try anything on this. So we got to see our 4-3 on Kipp's card, and that is a possible strikeout. Boyer against left-handed batters is 7. +2 is a 9. 2, Boyer does go down on strikes, and he finally gets an out. Fred Kipp finally gets a strikeout, and that will bring up Gene Green. Runners at first and second. Now 1 out here at LA Memorial Coliseum. Infield still back in half looking for the double play. 5-6 on Kipp's card. That is a possible walk check. And against the lefty, Gene Green's a 13 +2 is a walk, is a 15, but a 19 on the dice. No walk, so we now go to Green. And a 3-1, and that is going to be a grounder to second base. Double play rating is a 3. Double play rating is a 3. Fred Kipp's double play rating is a 0, so it stays 3. And it was hit to second. So the pivot, and he's a right-handed batter. So the pivot rating is a shortstop, which is Zimmer. His pivot rating is a +1, so it's a 4. So a 1-4, they turn 2. And they got it. They go ahead, they throw to second, throw back to Zimmer and back to first, and they get the double play, and that finally gets him out of the jam on a 4-6-3. 2 runs for the Cardinals, though, on 4 hits. It is now 3-2 Dodgers. Timeout. For those of you who are here, I hope you're enjoying the presentation as I, still trying to learn this system here. The best way to do it is to play it. And I don't mind streaming my mistakes so you guys can teach me if you guys, learn. Whoever here is joining me, there's only a couple people here, but that's fine by me. I know a lot of people are working right now, so I get that. Top of the 5th, 3-2 Dodgers. Is happy to have Philip Reynolds and Steeler fan who joined me in the chat. Herm Wehmeier comes out here for the Cardinals. And leading off for the Dodgers in the top of the 5th is Don Zimmer. 5-5 on Wehmeier's card, and that's a possible home run check. But it says home run question mark, so we got to go here first. So against a right-handed batter, a 1-5 on Wehmeier, it is a 19, so that passes that check. So then we don't check Zimmer's card, so now we'll go right to Zimmer. Now a blank. So now Zimmer gets his chance. So 1-5, and that is a fly ball to left field. So actually Zimmer did hit it hard, but not deep enough. And that is 1 out. Next batter is Rube Walker. Actually in the bottom of the 4th, aren't we? I didn't move the 5th. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. My bad. Bottom of the 4th, 5th inning. Rube Walker will bat here. 5-5 on Wehmeier's card. Again, we do the same home run check. And this time, but it's a 14, so there's not going to be a check there. So we go right to the Rube Walker's card. No home run. 1-5 on Ruby Walker's card. Start line 2, fly ball to left again. So both batters hit two deep shots to left field, but they're caught near the warning track. Second out. And now the batter is Fred Kipp. 3-3 check on Wehmeier's card is a possible strikeout. Wehmeier's not tired, so possible strikeout. 3 on the board, plus 2 here is it'd be against a right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. It's an 8, plus 2 is a 10. 3 on the dice. Kipp goes down on strikes, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Wehmeier. And now we do go to the top of the 5th, but still 3-2 Dodgers. Here at a night game at LA Memorial Coliseum. Top of the 5th, leading off for the St. Louis Cardinals is Ray Cott. Fred Kipp with the pitch. 3-5 on Kipp's card. That's a blank. Go to Cott. 5-1, and that is a possible hit to 9. So a 9 is here, and that's going to be a double. On a 9, you go from the question mark, you go to here for hit column roll. I guess you can call it that. Hit row, I guess you could say. And a 9 is on the dice, so 8-14. That does fall in there. Cott is going to have himself a leadoff double. And after striking out the first 9 batters, looks like the Cardinals are finally getting to Fred Kipp. His fatigue is 26 batters. So I usually mark a box for when his fatigue rating occurs. And Wehmeier's fatigue is only 16 batters. He's actually already reached his fatigue rating, actually. So I actually have to start because his start rating 16, and we already went through 18 batters. So he's going to be pretty much probably retired at the end of this. So Cat's on at second base. Next batter for the Cardinals is Dick Schofield. And Wehmeier was due to bat third. Infield is going to stay normal. Here's the pitch. That's a 3-4, and that's on the ballpark card. So now we go to the ballpark card. 6-4 on the ballpark card is a single to right field, which let's see what that scores them. So a runner on second to home, single to right field, +1. Ray Cott's base run rating is a 2, and the right fielder Duke Snyder has a run rating of 0, as an arm rating of 0. So a 1-2. Ray Cott advances, gets scores 3-5. He holds, and 6. He may be out. It is a 6, and Ray Cott is thrown out at the plate. Thrown out by Duke Snyder, and there is 1 out. And we roll to see if Duke Schofield advanced. And a 4, I do not believe he does. And on a throw chart, and if it's greater, it is a 4, and it is lower than the base running rating of Dick Schofield. If roll is less than or equal to the trailing base runner's advance on the throw. So Schofield actually advances to second on the throw. But there is 1 out as Ray Cott is thrown out at the plate. That brings up the pitcher Herm Wehmeier, but he's gonna leave as he's gonna be done for the game. They'll bring in a pinch hitter with a runner as he's already gone through his fatigue rating. So we'll see what the Cardinals want to do here. Second man on second base is Schofield with 1 out. So let's see who the Cardinals want to bring in to pitch as we go to the pitcher cards here for the Redbirds. Let's see who has the most innings pitched. So let's see. 84. Let's see here. 9. Let's see. 9. Give me a moment here. 6. They're going to bring in Bob May. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter first, but I already know who the batter is going to be. So I guess I'm looking for an at-bats first, right? Okay. Coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals will be Joe Cunningham. He will pinch hit against Fred Kipp. Still one out. Schofield on at second base. Cunningham will pinch hit. 2-2. That's a possible strikeout. Against the lefty is a 3. 20 on the board. Won't have to worry about it. We go to Cunningham's card. Cunningham 4-2, and that is a star line 1, and that is a ground ball to third. So Fred Kipp's going to get an out. Cunningham will go down. Dick Schofield, base running rating of 5. The question is, does he make it? Does he make it to third base? Does he make it to third base on the ground out? Ground balls at the third base only advance on a 6 roll. So no, Schofield has to hold at third base. So there are 2 out. At second base, so there are 2 outs. Top of the batting order now for the Birds, and that's Don Blasingame. $3-5 on Kipp's card. That's a blank. We go to Blasingame. And a 5-1. And that is a possible hit column roll against a left-handed batter. An 8 and an 8 on the dice. It falls into there, and Blasingame's going to clear the base with a triple. Blasingame smacks a triple. That will score Schofield. And we got a tie ball game. 3-3. That's Blasingame's second hit of the day. That scores Schofield. And a runner on third base here in the top of the 5th inning. The batter is Al Dark. 2 outs, though. They'll play the infield normal. 6-4. And a possible home run on Fred Kipp on the right for a right-handed batter. 15, but a home run here is not going to do it here. Home run 0, so not going to be a home run for Dark. So we'll roll on Dark's card. 3-4 on Dark's card is a fly out to center field, and Kipp will get out of it. But 1 run scores for the Cardinals on 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're tied at 3 in a pretty good game here at Memorial Stadium. That is if I'm following the rules, right? Which I hope I'm doing. Maybe I need more offline play. But then again, I don't mind playing, making my mistakes. Just shows you how human I truly am. New pitcher for St. Louis is going to be Bob Mabby. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Mabby or maybe. Steeler fan, you're the resident pronunciation checker. Is that Bob Mabe, Bob Mab, or Bob Maybe or Mabby? You tell me what that is, if there's a difference. And he does have his own hitter's card, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that real fast. And put that into the slot there. That is if you're still with me, Matt. I'll look into it. Thank you, my brother. Bottom of the 5th inning, tied at 3. Who leads off here? Top of the batting order for the Dodgers, and that is Gino Cimoli. Mabby with the pitch. His relief rating, he can go 9 batters without having to be fatigued, so I know he can pitch through the lineup at least once. 6-3 on Mabby's card. That's a possible strikeout. Cimoli against the right is a 9. +2 is 11. 5 on the dice. Cimoli swings and a miss at strike 3. Next batter is Norm Larker. 3-2 on Mabby's card. That is a possible walk. Larker, walk rating 11, a 6 plus, and Larker's going to draw a base on ball, so he goes on a walk. Gets 1 strikeout and 1 walk. Larker's temp rating of a attempt to steal, 13, nothing going on. And that will bring up Duke Snyder. Snyder is 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. Infield is back. "4-3 on Mabby's card. That's a possible strikeout. And Snyder is against rights is a 10, plus 2 is a 12, but a 15 on the dice, no strikeout. We roll on Snyder's card. Snyder 1-1, star line 5, and that's a ground ball to Mabby, or ground ball to second base. So that's a grounder to second. So Snyder's double play rating is a 2. Mabby's is a 0. So let's see if they turn the double play. Ground ball to second. Snyder is a lefty, so it's a shortstop pivot, which is Schofield, so it's a 0. So a 1-2. They turn the double play. They get it. Larker and Snyder are out of there. Big turn 2 double play. 4-6-3. 2 outs. It's actually higher because the infield was in, so it's a 3. I want to redo this card. Next batter for the Bums is Gil Hodges. Pronounced maybe. Oh, Mabe. The E is silent, so pronounced Mabe. Thank you there, Steeler fan. I always can count on you, Matt, to make sure I say it right. I love you. Always can count on you. So Mabe will now pitch to Hodges with 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2, strikeout possibility. 16, 11, plus 3. Nope, then strikeout, so it goes to Hodges. 5-3 on Hodges' card is a ground ball right back to Mabe. He's got it. Throws over to first. And that ends the inning for the Dodgers, the boys in blue. So no runs, nothing across except for a walk. 5 in the books. We're tied at 3. We go to the top of the 6th. For those of you wondering, it will be an 8 o'clock start tonight for game number 2 of the National League Division Series, of the 1994 Division Series between the Dodgers and the Reds. Jose Rio pitched a gem last night for the Reds. Complete game shutout. But now you're going to have Oral Hershiser against John Smiley today in game number 2. That should be a fun game. Dodgers-Reds, game 2, 1994 NLDS. We get back here to LA Memorial Coliseum, 1958. Cardinals and Dodgers tied at 3. Fred Kipp still on the mound. Leading off for the Redbirds is Musial, and he's 1 for 2. 5-5, and that is a possible hit roll on Fred Kipp's card. So a single. So against Musial's a lefty, so 1-14, but a 17 on the dice. He misses it, so it's a blank. We go to Musial's card. How about that? 6-3, and that is a possible hit roll to left field. A 6 against the left-handed batter, and that's going to be a single for Stan the Man. Gets a base hit. Second hit of the game. Musial holds it first. Will there be anything going on? His attempt is he never steals, so there's no need to attempt, and there's nothing going on anyway. Next batter for the Birds is Ennis. Infield is in. Infield's double play deck. 4-5 on Kipp's card, and it's a possible strikeout. Ennis is against the lefties a 6, plus 2 is an 8. 11, no strikeout. Dennis gets a chance. 2-5 is a ground ball back to the pitcher, Kipp. So double play rating for Ennis is a 4, plus 1 here from that is a 5. Kipp's is a 0. Pitch the Dennis is a right-handed batter, and it's a ground ball right back to pitcher. So second base is pivot man, so that would be Neal. That's a plus 2. That's an automatic double play. That's higher than a 6. They turn 2 on that easily. 2 outs. Don't need to roll. That is a automatic double play. 2 down. Into the 1-4-3. 2 outs. And the next batter is Ken Boyer. Boyer is 0 for 2. 6-3, and that is a possible home run check, as it's a lefty would be a star line, righty would be a home run. So we go right to Boyer's home run chance, and against the lefty, his home run rating is an 18, plus 2, 0. and a 13 on the dice, and that is a bomb hit by Ken Boyer, and that is a goner home run for Ken Boyer as the Cardinals are going to take the lead on that. As you can tell, that is on a lefty, it is a star line check, but against a right-handed batter, a home run, and there's no question mark on this. So that means you go right to the hitter's home run chance, and against the lefty, Boyer has an 18 chance against left-handed pitchers, which Kipp is a lefty, and a 13 on the dice. And Ken Boyer just launched one into Memorial Coliseum seats. And he did hit some homers. He had 23 home runs in 1958. And the Cardinals now lead it 4-3 on a big blast off of Ken Boyer. So just when it looked like Fred Kipp was going to get out of it, but he didn't get it there. Still 2 outs. Here's Gene Green. The field normal. 4-1 on Kipp's card is a blank. Green 3-6, and that is a fly ball to left. I'm pretty sure Kipp wished he had that earlier, but it doesn't. Cardinals get a run on 2 hits, and they now lead 4-3 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. And here comes Bob Mabe. Kipp is due to bat 5th if it gets there. The leadoff batter for the Dodgers is Charlie Neal. He hit a home run his last time up. Kipp has given up 13. What is he? He's given up, let's see, 4, 7, 9. He's given up 9 hits total. No walks, though. He hasn't walked anybody. So here's the pitch to Neal. 6-1 on Mabe's card. A possible error on the throw. So now we see if there is a throwing error. Charlie Neal, 1-1. Starline 4. That is a ground ball to short. Now, is there an error on the throw? So the ball was hit to the shortstop, and that is Schofield. His error rating is a 15, but an 18's on the dice, which means Schofield's going to get it and throw to first and get the out. A 15 to make an error, and Neal and Schofield makes the play. That's 1 out. Next batter is Randy Jackson. Jackson is 1 for 2. 6-2 on Mabe's card. That's a blank. Go to Jackson. Jackson 5-6. That's a fly out to center. 2 away. And now Don Zimmer. Zimmer's 0 for 2. 5-1 on Mabe's card, a range play check. So it's hit now we go to Zimmer's card. 2-2. Zimmer is a single or grounder. So now it is against the right-handed batter. It is a ground ball to short. Question is, it's hit to shortstop. So Schofield's range is a 3. So 1-3, he makes the play. 4-6, it gets by him. And he makes the play. Schofield makes 2 big plays in this inning. He got it. Throw to first and a 1-2-3 inning on the Dodgers. And remains 4-3. We go to the top of the 7th. Fred Kipp still out there. His fatigue rating as batter comes up in this inning. He is due to bat second. The Dodgers would like to see if he can get through this inning if possible and not waste the batter. He is facing the bottom of the Cardinal lineup, and here is Ray Cott. Fred Kipp trying to see if he can get through this inning here. 3-5, that's a blank. Go to Cott's card. 2-2, fly ball to right. That's a good start for him. 1 out. Next batter is Schofield, who had a pretty good inning. Made some nice plays in the 6th inning for the Cardinals. Fred Kipp, 4-1. That is another blank. Go to Schofield. 5-4. And that's a line out right to second base, 2 outs. He is now considered fatigued. He's patched his batter, so let's see if they can get it. The batter is Bob Mabe. He was due to bat, but they're going to take him out. And the Cardinals are bringing a pinch hitter. So I'll check to see who has the most at bats. And that's going to be Hal Smith, I think. Or nope, it won't be Smith. No, it will not be. That's going to be Wally Moon. Wally Moon's going to take a crack at it. Has the most at bats on the bench. That's usually how I go for pinch hitters during a regular season game. Wally Moon goes up against Fred Kipp. 2 outs, top of the 7th. 4-4 on Kipp's card. That is a possible strikeout. Moon against the lefty is a 6. Plus 2 is an 8. 20, no chance. So it goes to Moon's card. That's a 5-5 on Moon's card. Line shot right to third. Speared by Jackson. Side retired. 2 hard hit balls. But nothing doing for the Cardinals in that inning. 7th inning stretch time. But the Cardinals lead the Dodgers 4-3 here in 1958. Getting a little bit of the use to it. I just got to get better with the lineup, with the second, from first to second. Certain charts I'm going to have to create and put on my desk so I can look right at them and see. So sorry if the game is not going as well as my payoff pitch games go. But then again, payoff pitch, you can tell the difference between payoff pitch and inside pitch. Payoff pitch is strengths. Very smooth. One roll usually takes care of everything. The fast action cards make the game virtually chartless, and the card quality is top notch. If there's a con to it, a little bit too pitching may be a little abstracted against left-righty splits, which a lot of people complain about, although I really don't care. And maybe a little bit too easy in certain cases, not much in depth. Inside pitch, what I like about this game, so in depth. You actually know where the ball was hit to, who made the play, okay, and what could happen there. Any out can turn into a hit. Any hit could probably turn into an out, okay. The card quality, I love the card quality. It's better than Stratomatic's card quality. If those cards are stronger, I like the coloring. For each team has its own separate colors. Very in depth in base running. Probably maybe one of the best base running systems. Okay, so it's just amazing how both these games will work. If you were to combine both these games, payoff. If you could have a PIP, payoff inside pitch, or inside payoff pitch, you probably would have maybe the best game on the market for baseball on tabletop. Forget Stratomatic, APA, or anybody else. So we're going to the bottom of the 7th. I guess the Cardinals need a pitcher, don't they? So let's see who we got in the bullpen. And let's see who they got here in the bullpen. And it looks like I'm going to bring in Lindy McDaniel. Lindy McDaniel is going to go ahead and pitch for the Redbirds. He'll come in and pitch there. Put the pitcher's card for the Cardinals back in there. They have a batter's card. We know what to use. So Lindy McDaniel will come on and pitch for the Redbirds. Bottom of the 7th inning. 4-3 Cardinals here at LA Memorial Coliseum. Yeah, I know you don't know the rules. Okay, and that's fine. I don't know the rules still either, I think. So let's see. So leading off for the Dodgers is Ruby Walker, the catcher. Let's see what McDaniel has for the Redbirds. That is a 6-2. He can pitch to 10 batters in relief. 6-2, possible strikeout. Walker's is against righties is a 15. 4 on the die. That's a definite strikeout. Don't have to really go any further than that. That's it for Fred Kipp. He's going to be out. The Dodgers are going to bring in a pinch hitter. So let's see who I want to bring in for a pinch hitter. And that's going to be Jim Gilliam. He has the most at bats on the bench. So Gilliam will pitch again. Will go up against Lindy McDaniel with one out here in the bottom of the seventh. Anybody who watches this, who's not watching the strat, but watching the chat by stream, but does do this on a replay, as I said, if I make any mistakes, please notify me in my comments or something. Do it constructively, of course, but, please do. Game's got to be done right before I can really use it to start playing seasons. 1-6 on Lindy McDaniel. That's a possible home run check on his card, and a 1-16 against Gilliam's a switch hitter, so it'd be against a left-handed batter, and a 6 on the dice, and that's a possible check. So now we go to Gilliam. Against a right-handed pitcher, though, but his home run is a 0. So Gilliam is not hitting a home run off of McDaniel, so we now re-roll. You first check to see if it passes the pitcher, then you go to the check on the batter for home run. And his 0 against right-handed is a 0. So he has no chance of hitting a home run off a right. At least he only hit 2 home runs in 1958. So now we roll on Gilliam's card. 2-1 on Gilliam's card. Star line 3, ground ball to third. And there are 2 outs as Gilliam will head back to the bench. And the batter now is Gino Cimoli. 3-5 on McDaniel's card is a blank. We go to Cimoli's card. Cimoli 2-6 is a ground ball to third as well. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for McDaniel. Nothing there for the Dodgers. Still 4-3 cards. Redbirds leading the Bums. Top of the 8th. Remember, when I say Bums, it's an endearing style because the Dodgers were always known as the Bums back in the 50s, 40s, 30s. When they were in New York as the Brooklyn Dodgers or the Brooklyn Robins or whatever you want to call them at that time. Top of the 8th inning, Dodgers will bring in a pinch hitter, a new pitcher. So let's see who they want to bring in. And they're going to bring in, although I don't like him, but they're going to bring in Clem Lebine. Clem Lebine would find his way onto the 1962 New York Mets. And when I get to 62 season, I've already decided to do the first Mets game ever. So Clem Lebine takes over for the Dodgers at pitcher in the top of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Redbirds is Blasingame. Blasingame 2 for 3. It's a single and a triple. Pitch coming. 2-1 on Blasingame is a walk chance. Blasingame's walk rating against the rights is a 9. An 8 on the board plus 2 is an 11. Blasingame does draw the walk here at LA Coliseum with a little bit of help. He's on base for the 3rd time. Blasingame's attempt rating is a 3. And then it's a 12, so nothing going on. And the batter now is Al Dark. Infield halfway. 3-6, and that's another possible walk chance from Lebine. His walk rating's a 7, but a 16 on the dice is not going to cut it, so we go to Dark's card. 5-6, that is a ground ball to third, so when you see the turn of double play, Dark's double play rating's a 3. Lebine doesn't give anything to it. The infield is 4, and Dark's hitting from the left, is hitting from the right side, so the left, and that's a ground ball to third, so second baseman's the pivot. Neal's rating is a plus 2. So a 4 plus 2 is a 6, and there's no way they cannot get out the double play. So it's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And 2 outs. Pitcher's best friend shows up. That will bring on Stan the Man Musial. Hall of Famer extraordinaire. 2-1. Another walk chance by Lebine. It looks like I got a number of walks there. His walk rate, that's a 6, is on the dice. Against the right is an 8. It's under it plus 2. And Musial walk, so he gets the first. 3rd time in the ball game he's reached base. He does not steal with an N. The batter is Ennis. With 2 outs, you're not going to do a hit and run. I'm going to override strategy roll. Lebine's pitch, 3-1. That's a blank. We go to Ennis's card. 6-5 on Ennis's card is a single past the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit. That is going to be a base hit and an S6. S6 running to first and third. Musial needs a 6 on his needs a base running rating of 6. His base running rating is only a 2. Even with 2 outs, you add it, it's still not going to matter. Musial is going to have to hold at second base, even with 2 outs. So runners at first and second, 2 outs now. As he holds, as he can't run to third on a ground ball through the shortstop. Batter now for the Birds is Ken Boyer, and he launched one last time. Infield is normal. Pitch coming. 6-1 on Lebine's card. Possible strikeout. It's a possible strikeout against a righty. Boyer against rights is a 6. Plus 2 is an 8. 17 on the dice. No strikeout. Go to Boyer's card. 3-5. And that is a line drive it right to third. And that will end the inning. And they get out that jam. No runs. 1 hit. A couple of walks for the Redbirds. Still 4-3 Cardinals. In a good baseball game here at LA Coliseum in 1958. Go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Lindy McDaniel pitching for the Birds. And he can go through 10 batters of relief, so he doesn't have to worry until the pitcher lineup comes up again. So bottom of the 8th. And here is Norm Larker, who leads off for the Bums. He is 0 for 2. We walked his last time up. 2-6 on McDaniel's card is a blank because against a right-handed batter, that would be a strikeout opportunity, but against a blank, but there's a blank on the left side. So that goes right to Larker's card. So that's where the lefty-righty splits come into effect, which I do like. 3-2, and that's going to be a ground out to second. You go through all that, and it just turned out to be a lousy little ground ball. Here's Duke Snyder. Snyder capable of launching one. Let's see. McDaniel's pitch, 4-4. Possible strikeout. Snyder's strikeout rating's at 10. Plus 2 is 12. 11. And yep, Snyder goes down on strikes to Lindy McDaniel. 2 down. And now here's Gil Hodges. Hodges is 0 for 3. 6-6 on McDaniel's road. Another strikeout possibility. Hodges against the right strikes out in 11. Plus 2 is 13, a 5. And Lindy McDaniel does the job in this inning. Gets 1 ground out and 2 Ks. Nothing there for the Dodgers. We go to the top of the 9th. Still 4-3 Cardinals. Clem Lebine comes back on the mound for Los Angeles. And he can pitch to 8 batters, so his fatigue actually will come up in 2 batters coming up, I should say. Who leads off for the Birds? That would be Gene Green. Green leads off for the Birds. He is 0 for 3. And that's fouled away. Strike 1. 3-4 on Lebine's card. That's a possible range play. So we go to Green. 3-4. That is that's a possible single to center on a range play. The ball is hit to Samoli. His range is a 2. So we roll a blue die. 1-2. He makes the play. He does not. So that's just going to be a single to center. And Green is safe at first on a base hit. And that will bring up Ray Cott. Green's has an H attempt, which means the only way he can run to try to move is on a hit and run, but the bottom of the ninth, in the top of the ninth inning, I'm not going to do anything. It'll be all choice, and we're going to let Cat just swing away. Turn off the strategy rolls. 5-1 on Lebine's card. That is a possible strikeout. Against rights is a 10. Plus 2 is a 12. 6, and Cut goes down on strikes. Big strikeout by Clem Lebine, trying to keep this a 4-3 game. He is now considered fatigued, and the batter is Dick Schofield. And there are one, two on his fatigue ratings. We're going to see if he can get through this inning. He allows a hit off. He allows one. Now the rule is actually if you allow a hit off of fatigue, off a fatigue box, he's considered exhausted, and then he must be pulled. 1-2, possible home run check for Lebine. For Lebine, a home run against a switch hitter, which would be a left-handed batter. In this case, is 1-2, but an 18 is not a chance. So now we roll to Schofield's card. 3-5 on Schofield card is a ground ball. And, of course, the infield was in double play depth. It's a ground ball to first. So Schofield's double play rating is a 1. Lebine is a 0. Plus 1 here is a 2. And the pivot rating, since Schofield was hitting from the left side, and his ground ball to first, the shortstop's the pivot. So let's see, a shortstop for Zimmer, his rating is a 1. So it's a +1. So it's a 3. So a 1-3, they turn a double play, and they do. And that is a nice shot. So that is a 1-6. That is a 3-6-3 double play, and the inning is over. So now it'll be up to the Dodgers here in the bottom of the ninth to try to win it. I'll take Lebine out because in case we go into extras, which I, in a way, kind of hope we don't. But let's see here. So Lenny McDaniel will continue to pitch. He still has 5 batters until he becomes fatigued. Leading off for the Dodgers is Charlie Neal here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Remember, we got baseball tonight. Don't forget it. Payoff pitch, game 2, NLDS. Dodgers and the Reds. I think we're going to have a much more interesting. I'll tell you, Kevin Gross pitched a heck of a game last night, just made a couple of mistakes. Rio was unconscious. Jose Rio was unconscious. And Rio was 2 for 3 at the plate, too. He was definitely the player of the game last night. Anybody who watches this stream, if you're not caught that game, please do. Here's the pitch to Neal, McDaniel's card. 3-3 off the ballpark. So we go to Memorial Coliseum. 4-5. And that is a possible home run pull. That is a possible home run pull to Charlie Neal. That's a pull. So I got to check the rule on that. It's not the first time that's come up. So give me a moment here as I check that. Possible home run to batters pull field. So that would be hit to left field. Roll 1d20 versus batter's home run rate. That's a 12. Charlie against a right-handed pitcher. Against the right-handed roll of 1d20 versus home run rate. So that's a pull shot to left field. And, of course, Memorial Coliseum has that short porch. That short left down the left field line. Roll 1d20 versus batter's home run rate. A d20 on the board is a 12. Neal's is a 13 against the right-handed pitcher. Believe it or not, Charlie Neal just hit it out. We're tied. Charlie Neal just hit a solo shot. What a time for that to come up. Charlie Neal, if you'll check, Charlie Neal hits it to down the left field line, and that is out of here. A home run for Charlie Neal, his second of the game. And we got a tie ball game. Oh, boy. We are tied at 4. Lenny McDaniel blows the save thanks to Memorial Coliseum. Now a chance for the Dodgers to win it. In the bottom of the ninth inning, Randy Jackson. Oh, my. I can't believe. Payoff pitch or inside pitch. We still have ninth inning magic all over the place. Everything happens in the ninth inning. Here's Jackson. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Jackson 1 for 3. 1 run, blank on McDaniel's card. Jackson's got it. And a 1-3 on Jack's star line 4, ground ball to third. Out number 1. And now the batter is Zimmer. Three on McDaniel's card. That is another ballpark check. We go back to Memorial Coliseum. 1-4, and that is a ground out to second. And now the batter is Ruby Walker. It looks like we're going into extras. Here's Walker. McDaniel's pitch. 6-3. That's a range play check. So we go and hit the Walker now. Walker 6-5. Ground ball to first. Mutual's range is a 3. So we roll a die. 1-3. He makes the play. 4-6. It gets by him. It's a 6. It gets by him. Now the question is that a single or a double? So we roll the black die. 1-4. Single. 5-6 double. And that's going to be a double for Walker. He is going to make it to second. So the winning run is at second base. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Clem Lebine, who was due to bat. So we'll see a pinch hitter for him. And we'll see who the Dodgers can bring up to maybe win this game. We'll take a look at their lefties here. And they're going to bring in John Roseborough to try to see if he can win it. Right on left. Two outs, runner on second base. A home run by Charlie Neal tied the game. The infield is going to stay back. But 2 outs. John Roseborough pinch hitting. And here's the pitch from McDaniel. And this is his fatigue batter, actually. That is a 6-2. And he walked, and after the possible walk since he is fatigued, because now the parentheses does take advantage. And against the right-handed batter, Roseborough's walk is a 9, plus 2 is 11, 6, and Roseborough walks. I should have taken McDaniel out. Now runners at first and second. That's going to be it for McDaniel. And now it's going to be up to Gino Cimoli to see if he can win it for the Dodgers. They'll bring in a new pitcher for the Birds. Let's see who they want to bring in. You pretty much really want to bring in a right-hander, so give me a second while I look for the right-handed pitchers here. And they're going to bring in Phil Payne, will pitch to Gino Cimoli. Phil Payne, a right-hander, will pitch to Cimoli. And they're going to let Cimoli bat. Runners at first and second. Can the Dodgers win this game in the bottom of the 9th? Phil Payne against Cimoli. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 4-1. And that is a possible see, now look how huge that is. That was a left-handed batter. That would be a home run check. If not, it's a strikeout check. Cimoli against rights is a 9, plus 2 is 11. A 1 on the board. Cimoli absolutely goes down on strikes. And we got a tie ball game at the end of 9. First extra inning game, of course, I'm sure of many playing inside pitch. I really don't even know if I really want to go into extras, but let's play the game outright. Top of the 10th. Dodgers need a new pitcher. Yep, free baseball. Free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. Give me a moment here while I choose a pitcher. Going through these cards. The leadoff batter for the Cardinals is Dick Schofield. He's a switch. He's worse against right, so I think we'll bring in a right-hander. So let's see who I want to bring in here. And let's see. Who do we want to bring in here to pitch? Where is he? I really have to update these cards. I really have to organize these cards better. Oh, why not? Let's bring him in. He did come in relief. Don Drysdale, why not? Don Drysdale come in relief. Very young Don Drysdale, actually, in 1958. Put a man on set. No. You know, you're lucky I don't ban you from the chat now for saying that, Matt. You are lucky I don't ban you from the chat right now. Block you 100%. Put a man on second. No. And by the way, the answer is no. Should block you right now for even mentioning that dumb rule. Don Drysdale actually did come in relief, so I'll have him pitch a few batters. He can go 9 batters. So, lucky I don't ban him for saying that. Top of the 10th inning, tied at 4 to the Dodgers and the Cardinals. Don Drysdale will pitch for the Dodgers now. They'll go up against Dick Schofield here. You owe the world an apology for that statement, Matt. 4-6, that's going to be a possible strikeout. Schofield against the right, 16-6, that's not a problem. Don't have to check anything out. That's a strikeout. 1 man out. Phil Payne is due to bat, and they're going to bring in a pinch hitter, so Payne's going to go out. We'll see if we can bring in a lefty for the Birds. Let's see who we want to bring in. And that looks like that batter is going to be Irv Noren. He'll come in and bat. 1 out. How old was Manfred in 1958? I don't know. It was even. I mean, this is nine. I mean, what is it? This is 1958. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think he was. I don't know. I mean, I know he's older than me. So, and I was born in 69. So I don't know. I don't know if how much older he was. He had to be. He can't be that much older than me though. So I'm thinking he must have been a kid, or at least a teenager. I'm not sure. 5-3 by Don Drysdale. That's going to be a range play check on Noren. So let's see what we get here. 3-5. And that is a ground ball to second base. So the ball was hit to Neal. His range is a 2. Needs a 1-2 to make the play. And nope, that's going to get by him. That's going to be a base hit. That's a single 4. Instead, Noren goes to first. Not going to do any strategy rolls here. In extra innings, just play this out. So here on the top of the 10th. So the batter now will be Don Blasingame. 1-1 roll. That is a possible hit on the hit column for Drysdale. And against a left-handed batter, 1-17. That's going to get by Drysdale. That is going to be a base hit right up the middle. That is a single one. It's basically, I guess they did that for singles right up the middle, and that's what it is. So that's a base hit. On an S1, I believe all batters on an S1, first to third is a 4-6, and Irv Noren's base running rating is a 2. As I check the chart. Yeah, 4-6 base running rating is a 2, so Noren's going to have to hold at second. He will not go to third on the play, so he holds. Not a fast runner. That is a base hit for Blasingame. Now the go-ahead run is at second base. The batter now for the Birds is Al Dark. He was born in September 1958, so he was not even watching this game and dreaming of starting extra with the man on second. Thank you there. Al Red Sox fan joins me late in the game. King of the Hill has arrived. Good to see you there, Al. I'm just playing some inside pitch, still learning rules, still playing best I can. We're in the top of the 10th inning, tied at 4 here, 1958, April 25, first night game in Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. A home run by Charlie Neal tied this game in the bottom of the 9th inning. So payoff pitch, inside pitch, don't matter. I still get 9th inning magic. 1 out, though. Runners at first and second for the Birds. And Al Dark is batting. If you're wondering about the colors, Al Dark was traded to the Cubs later. And that's what, but he is on the team here today. So Drysdale trying to get through this inning. 5-3 on Drysdale card. That's another range check. So now we go to Dark's card. 1-1, single to left field. So the ball is hit to Larker. His range is a 2. So a 1-2 on the blue die. He makes the play. 3-6, he doesn't get to it. And a 5, nope, that's going to be a single to left. Single to left field. So Irv Noren has a +1 to his check to roll from. So it'd be a 3. A 3-6 for him to go home as we move the base runners. So Irv Noren is a 3. So it'd be a 1-3 for him to score from second to home. So single to center. So +1. Give me a second here as I try to learn these darn base running rules. Jeez. So so they're going to send Noren. So 1-3. So 1-3, Noren is safe at 1-3, Noren is safe at home. 4 to 5 he holds, and a 6 he may be out. A 2, a black one. I'm using the 2 as the color. So Noren does score from second. And the Cardinals do take the lead 5 to 4. And the trailing runners are a 3. If first roll advancement die roll is less than or equal to, and the 3 is a runner on Blasingame. His base running rating is a 5, so he takes third on the throw, and Dark will hold it first. It is 5 to 4 Cardinals. A big hit by Al Dark. It scores the run. The batter now is Stan Musial. One out still. They're playing the infield in to try to get the double, or the infield halfway double play depth. But now 5 to 4 Cardinals. Pitch from Drysdale is a 5-6, and that is a walk plus, which means it's a plus 10. And Musial's walk rating against a righty, against a right-hander, is an 8, so it'd be an 18. Plus 2 is a 20, and Drysdale walks Musial. Bases loaded. The batter now is Del Ennis. So far, Don Drysdale's already given up the go-ahead run. Infield is still double play depth. Bases loaded. Pitch to Ennis. 1-5. That's a possible home run check on Drysdale. Drysdale gets a right-handed batter. 1 to 4. A 9 though on the butt, and it will not occur. So we go to Ennis. Ennis's card. A 3-1 on Ennis's card. And that is a straight double to left. That's a double to left. That is a double to left. So we know Blasingame scores. We know Dark scores. Question is, does Musial make it home? Musial first to home is a -1, so his base running rating is a 1. The arm attempt to left field is Larker. That's a +1, so it's a 2. So a 1 to 2, he scores. 3 to 5, he holds. 6 probably out, and he holds. But Del Ennis does get that double. And the Cardinals have now opened it up here in the top of the 10th inning. 7 to 4 on the Dodgers, and that's it for Drysdale. And the batter is going to be Ken Boyer for the Birds. And still 1 out here. New pitcher for the Dodgers is going to be Don Besant. He'll take over now. 6 relief man, 6 batters he can face. Leading off is batter now for the Cardinals is Ken Boyer. Still 1 out, and the Cardinals are opening up a can of whoop ass here on the Dodgers now in the top of the 10th inning. Doesn't look so good right now after getting a big home run. Okay, so Ken Boyer, see what he does. Don Besson with the pitch now, 6-5. That's a possible strikeout, but a 19 is not going to be any close. I'll just look at Boyer's card and I know it's not going to happen. Boyer swings, 5-4. Starline 4 to Besson, and that is a ground ball to first. So that's going to be out. So Boyer is definitely going to be out. So that's definitely going to be out, I believe. There's no double play attempts, so runners at second and third. What do you do with that here? They're just going to get the out, be happy with it. Runners are going to advance. Boyer is out. Usual scores. Ennis goes to third. Ennis goes to third because the ball was into second. So it's now 8-4 Cardinals. With 2 outs now. And the batter is Gene Green. Besant with the pitch. 3-1. That's a blank. Green will take a swing. 6-2. And that is a ground out to second base. Throws the first and finally out of the inning. As they batted around. Four runs for the Cardinals on 4 hits, a walk. And we go to the bottom of the 10th with the Redbirds leading the Bums 8-4. Don't see the Dodgers coming back on this one. Who leads off for the Dodgers? That would be a pinch hitter. So we'll see what the Cardinals want to bring on the mound first. They're going to bring in Frank Barnes to pitch for the Birds. And we'll see a pinch hitter for the Dodgers. I'm all messed up in my cards here. Can't find anybody. And against Bryce a righty, so let's see if they have a lefty on the mound or lefty on the bat. And they do, and that's going to be Elmer Vallow. Probably butchered some of these rules, but we'll get it down. Another 20, 30, 40 games, I might finally get it right. Here's the pitch from Barnes. Take care there, Al Red Sox fan. Got a good game tonight, so don't miss it if you can. But I'll be catching your streams as always. 5-4 Barnes, that's a possible K. And a 13 on the board is not going to do it on the dice, so Vallow will get a chance to swing. 5-2, fly out to center, 1 out. And the next batter is Samoli. 5-6, possible hit against a right-handed batter. 1-5, 16. Nope, we go to Samoli. 3-3 on Samoli card. Star line 1. That's a fly ball to left. 2 men out. Last chance for the Dodgers is Norm Larker. 5-6. That's another check. That's another question mark check down here. Larker's a lefty. 1-5. That's an 8. He will not get it there. So Larker gets a chance. 6-6 is a line drive hit right to second base. And that does it. No runs, no hits, no errors. And this ball game is toast. Give you a final line score here in a second. First extra inning game, an inside pitch. What do you know? Let's see. For the Cardinals, 8 runs, 7, 9, 10, 11, 15 hits. There were no errors. For the Dodgers, 4 runs, 1, 3, 5, 7, 7 runs, no errors. The winning pitcher, I believe, was Lindy McDaniel. He was the pitcher that record when the Cardinals took the lead. So Lindy McDaniel gets the win. The loss goes to Don Drysdale, who gave up the runs in the top of the 10th inning. And that does it here. So it's an 8-4 win for the Cardinals over the Dodgers in 10 innings here at Memorial Coliseum. Thank you, Steeler fan 1933, Al Red Sox fan Philip Reynolds. Thank you for joining me for some inside pitch action. Next inside pitch game will be from the year 1959 when that season arrives. So we'll see what game I'll choose for that. Anyway, don't forget tonight, Payoff Pitch, Game 2, National League Division Series, Dodgers versus Reds. The Reds lead 1-0. Orel Hershiser versus John Smiley should be fun tonight. See you about 8 o'clock. Have a good one, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. See you later tonight. Take care, everyone. Thank you for watching.